marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Get it! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Stanley. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Stanley looking to pass. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Tag. Hawk 70, Hawk, Dragon 60.
Throwing is Stanley. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Stanley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, check. Cougar 19.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Here's Stanley to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Johnny Lions.
They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Let's go.
Right back to Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now you look at this Saints defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready. Panther 60. Ready.
They go play action with Stanley. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get it.
Back to throw. Stanley. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Quick throw there is incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Back to throw. Stanley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point try forthcoming. good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Panthers nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Here we
They threw
go,
an
here we
interception
go.
the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay,
Work to
right.
be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Ready?
Here's Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Young to throw it. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Ready, set.
They run here with Dowdle. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Drill at 52.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready, ready. Set.
Young working out of the gun. Under pressure and will go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
33, yellow. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Hut.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Red 38. Blue striker. Ready.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready,
now
ready.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Set, hut, set.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Set, ready. 52 blue. 43 round. Ready?
Now here's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready!
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready!
Here's Pacheco once again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
On the jump. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. 18. Robert. 18. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Stanley. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
At the 41-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Stanley. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And it just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Panther 60.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. So that, Charles, a season long. And since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here we go. Set. Right. 95. Ready?
Looking to throw. Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
Set, ready. 10 black. Ready.
Young to throw it. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard.
Ready. Punt.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Come on, set. 60 red.
Young will set to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Down.
To throw, Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down and goal to go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready, ready. 45, wide. Set, go.
Darnold is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Saints 24, Panthers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd and 9 now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go, set. 70,
Allen, the man in motion right. A play fake. Now Stanley. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready, set, cut.
Following the interception, Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Ready,
Young's
play.
incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 52, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Seibert missed it. This one slides to the right on it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a 1-score game here in the 3rd quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
Off play action, it's Stanley. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw, and they've got a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let's go. Let's go.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Back. Cowboy 80.
Stanley. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Stanley looking to pass.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Come on. Panther 60, Panther, go.
Throwing is Stanley.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Stanley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
60 Eagles.
Here's Stanley to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Motion man left is Kirk.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stanley.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance wide right. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game.
Right.
And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Hut. Hut.
They'll drop the throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To the air once more, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Let's go. Black, 95.
Now Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Castro. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Okay, ready?
2nd down and 8.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Young now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
A good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Back
Back to throw. Stanley. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Stanley. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Viking 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Stanley. That is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set.
Now Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Down.
Here's Young. Now he's going to step up and run.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Young to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Ready?
Young.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Castro. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here we go. Hey.
Young to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a loss of 4.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
Third down and goal coming up here.
Set. Ready. 50. Green. Ready.
Here's Young. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Saints, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.